Yo, welcome back to the channel. So this video is part 1 in our 3-part series to figure out which summer blockbuster is in fact the ultimate summer blockbuster. We have put 32 movies into the bracket for this video, and we are going to figure out which of those 32 gets whittled down to the top 8. So we will be eliminating 16 of those, and then the 8 remaining will go into the bracket for part 3. That's how it works. If you want to know more, stop by the live stream. That's what's up. For now, though, I'm going to tell you, I hope you got your snacks, because it is definitely time to get into this and figure out which movies are going to make it into the final bracket for the ultimate summer blockbuster bracket. That's what we're doing. I appreciate you for being here. Please, with that, sit back, get comfy, and enjoy the bracket. Let's get into this, shall we? Is everybody ready to get into the ultimate blockbuster showdown, part 1? Let me tell you, we got the first round. It is the opening weekend mayhem. Remember, these are in order of the date that they were released in the summer. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Round 1, opening weekend mayhem, featuring the giants of action, adventure, and nostalgia. The first battle where 32 titans clash like a chaotic movie premiere rush. That's what we're getting into. I hope you're ready for this one. Here we go. We're starting it off. Oh my God. There it is. This is where we're at. Round 1, stage 1, kicking it off with these titans of the big screen. We've got Spider-Man going against Iron Man 3. Now, I think I know which one of these is going to win, but I need you guys to be the ones to make that decision. As you will see now in the chat, the poll is open and ready for voting. It looks like most people are on the same side of this one. It looks like we might already have the winner. We've got just a few seconds left of the poll. I'm going to snack on some popcorn while I wait. I suggest you do the same. There it is. Spider-Man taking the victory. Moving on. Let's go back to the bracket. Spider-Man taking the crown out of that first stage. Going to the second one, we've got Avengers. Oh my God. Going against none other than the Gladiator. Looks like most people are falling on the same side of this one as well. Avengers, an 8 out of 10 on IMDb. Gladiator, an 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb. IMDb voters, 1.8 million of them to be exact, have actually ranked Gladiator as a higher movie than the Avengers. Now, does that hold up in this bracket? I don't know. But I think that this is the end-all be-all right here. So you guys have to decide in the poll which one you think is going to be the one to move forward. I'm just a guy eating popcorn. We've got our answer. Go back over to the bracket. There it is. We got the Avengers moving forward. Oh my God. As you can see here, we got Guardians Volume 2 from 2017 going against Captain America Civil War from 2016. We got the MCU holding strong in the blockbusters. Captain America Civil War is not a Captain America movie. I'm just going to say it. It's not a Captain America movie. It is an Avengers movie. Let's just not sugarcoat it. And I'm going to go for the Avengers, you know? 7.6, 7.8. These are both MCU movies. They're good. They got the comedy. They got the superheroes. They got the action. They got the fighting. They got the winning. You got to put your vote where you need to put your vote. We got a tie right here. You know what that means. The poll is live again. Let's figure it out. Way more votes are coming in. I'm glad we ran this back because we got to make sure that the right champion is the one who moves on. That's an upset right there. I'm glad we ran it back because we got a new winner this time. And if you guys don't know who, let me tell you, the Guardians are in fact moving forward. Now, when I think of blockbusters, summer blockbusters, Twister is very, very first to come to my mind after 2 other movies. This is third to come to my mind, but it comes very quickly to my mind. That's the whole point. Indiana Jones, number 2, which honestly I think is a little annoying. I love the idea of Short Round, but I think he's a little obnoxious. And Kate Capshaw, she's just a helpless wine bag in this movie. So I think you know where I'm going with it, but I don't know where you're going with it. That's why you got to put it in the poll. I'm going Twister all the way, 100%, 100%. And when I think about blockbusters, that's what I think of. I think of the spectacle, the absolute enormous size of the movie. And that's what I think of. I think Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is a good movie. It is a fun movie, but it is not necessarily restricted to the idea of a summer blockbuster. It's just a good indie movie, but it is the worst indie movie, in my opinion. And that's a hot take. We've got cows. Exactly. Is there an Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom attraction? I don't think so. I mean, there is Indiana Jones attractions, but I digress. So there are, however, or at least there was, a Twisters attraction at Universal. And it was pretty fun. And there was a cow in that as well. So I think that signifies right there which one needs to be the one to take it. And you guys agree. That's what we like to see. We like to see Twister moving ahead. This is an interesting one. We got The Matrix Reloaded. That is number 2, if you don't remember. And then we've got Mad Max Fury Road. Matrix Reloaded coming in with a 7.2 out of 10. And we've got Mad Max Fury Road with an 8.1. I absolutely adore Mad Max Fury Road. What? If you're going to ask me which one of these movies do you want to watch, and then we watch one of them, because of course I'm going to pick Mad Max, and then you say, okay, that movie's over. Which one do you want to watch now? I'm going to say Mad Max again. Run it back. But apparently, The Matrix Reloaded has won the bracket. Is this the first upset? It is for me. The wrong movie, in my opinion, is moving forward. But that's why it's not just my opinion. It's everybody's opinion. And if you're the one who picked that one for the winner, then good on you. You got this thing in the bag. Top Gun. 1986, I believe. That's correct. 1986. Going against Die Hard with a Vengeance. 1995. I can't choose between Top Gun and Die Hard. Gonna have to. This is the thing. We're in round 1. Think about how hard this is gonna be when we get into the part 3, where we've got the winners from both respective brackets going against each other. That is gonna be difficult. So here's my thing. Here's what I would say. I would say Die Hard with a Vengeance is one of the best, if not the best, Die Hard movie. But I do not think about the summer when I think about it. Now, Top Gun, that's a different story. Top Gun is absolutely the over-the-top, super machismo action movie of the summer. That is why I put my vote there, and it looks like everyone else is also putting their vote there. So we got 100% of the votes going to Top Gun. It looks like nobody had any question at all about which one needed to be moved on. I'm sorry that I gave it more credit than it was due. Get out of here, Die Hard. Nobody likes you. Maybe that's a little harsh, but still, to me, this one is very simple to figure out. We got Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Now, if you do not know how big of a freaking movie this was, doesn't matter if you think it was good or not. If you don't remember how much of a sensation this was when this came out, I don't know how else I can tell you. What I will say, though, is that when this movie was coming out, before it actually came out, there were people that were buying tickets to go see other movies just to see the trailer for this movie and then walk out, because it was massive when this dropped. This was, I cannot tell you how big this movie was. So, if that means anything to you, let it be what it is. And then we got Shrek 2 over here, which honestly, I don't even know what the hell this movie's about. Maybe I saw it. I own it. I own all of them because they're all in 3D. So I bought them all because I collect 3D movies. I don't know what's in it. Oh, it's got Puss in Boots. Yeah, I never saw it. Never saw it. Couldn't tell you anything about it. So I think it's pretty clear where my vote's going to go. The question is, where does yours go? We got a winner. We got Star Wars coming in with 100% of the votes, as I think it should be. Here we go. We're sticking with Star Wars for this one. We got Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, which I just saw in the theaters, and god dang was it a good time, going against 1987's Beverly Hills Cop 2, Axel Foley returning for the shenanigans. We have a winner. We got the Star Wars moving on. It looks like both Star Wars movies have stayed in. Oh my God, we have 5 brackets in a row with Star Wars. What is happening here? Star Wars is a force to be reckoned with. I guess that's really all that comes down to. I did not realize we had so much Star Wars. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, going against Mission Impossible 1996, the movie that kicked off the franchise that went so hard that they had to make 8 of these things. And let me tell you, the newest one, it's my favorite. Mission Impossible, a bigger summer blockbuster than Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back? I don't know. You tell me. Let's switch back over here. We got to get the scores reported. We got no Star Wars is getting kicked out at this point. It looks like Star Wars is going to be filling up this bracket. Y'all know what's happening right now? We've got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade going against Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. This is getting real here, folks. I didn't realize that this was one of the brackets. The Star Wars property that starts it off versus the Indiana Jones trilogy that wraps it up with amazing father-son banter. This is difficult right now. This is gonna be a tough one. Glad I don't have to vote. All right, I have to vote. Let me think about this. Which one would I go for? Oh, it's in the bag. I got it in the bag. I voted very quickly. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade moving forward. I'm sorry, A New Hope. This is where your journey ends. It looks like Star Wars isn't going to be the only title filling out the last part of this bracket, you know? Oh my God. Oh my God, it's happening, y'all. It is happening. These are fucking huge movies. We got Star Wars keeping it real. Return of the Jedi going against Back to the Future Part 3. Now, I think I know which one of these is going to win. We've got Part 3. I mean, I know it's not Part 3. I know it's not Episode 3. But if we're talking original trilogy, we got number 3 going against number 3. And I think I know what you guys are probably going to vote for. And it's going to kill me. But you know where I'm putting my vote. Ain't nothing going to touch Back to the Future. We did it. We did it. I will lovingly bring forward a Back to the Future movie into round 2. That's what's up right there. Oh my God, I knew that you people were my people. The blasphemy I'm witnessing is baffling. Let's move forward then, shall we? Pearl Harbor, 2001, going against Pirates number 3 at World's End. I honestly couldn't tell you which one this is, but it's great. I like them all. I have a feeling that I know where people are going to put them. But you remember, well, maybe you don't remember, but I'm here to remind you that you're voting on which one of these is the better summer blockbuster, the biggest, the most spectacular. The spectacles of the summer run through the movie deep inside of its DNA. That's what we're here to figure out. I do see we have a winner. Pirates is moving on. Let me move that forward in the bracket. We've got Tom Cruise coming back again at Top Gun. Maverick, oh my God, this movie was freaking huge. And I know you remember because it was just a few years ago versus Finding Nemo from 2003. Now, I feel like this matchup that we have right here is a little lopsided. I feel like we're going to have a pretty clear winner here, but I could be wrong. It's happened before, but I'm putting my vote where I think it needs to go. Oh, okay, we got... Oh, okay. Okay, maybe this isn't as clear of a winner as I thought it was. Top Gun Maverick taking the win from Finding Nemo. I'm sorry, but I do think that that is 100% the correct answer for that bracket. We've got Ghostbusters, the classic, going against E.T., the timeless classic. Which of these tops your blockbuster list? Few seconds left. It looks like we've got ourselves a winner in E.T. E.T. is moving forward, reporting the score now. All right, this next one, I don't think it's going to be that big of a bloodbath, but I do feel like these movies are both massive in their own right. Honestly, if Jurassic Park doesn't make it into the freaking semifinals of the third bracket, I'll be shocked. I'll be a little saddened, honestly. I feel like Speed is a great movie, and it does sort of sum up everything about a summer blockbuster. It's got action. It's got suspense. It's got romance. It's got spectacle. It's got some things that are probably not necessarily viable in physics. I'm talking about the bus when it jumps the freaking road, okay? But it's got all of the spectacle that sums up a summer blockbuster. But it looks like we're not really it's not gonna matter that much because we got 100% of the votes going towards the JP. As honestly, I think it should have gone. If anybody was going to vote for the other one, I would have been a little confused. Not necessarily saying you're wrong, but like you're wrong, you know? I mean, we need to move on. I don't even know what else to say about it. Let's move on. We got Raiders and JW. I don't know why I called it JW. I don't think anybody has. This is the last stage of round 1. We got Raiders, the number 1 movie in the franchise, kicking off the introduction to our Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones up against Jurassic World. Continuation of the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park smorgasbord of dinosaur deliciousness. I don't know what that means. Going head to head right here. Also, which one of these was a bigger blockbuster? Are you okay? Like, genuinely? Depends what you mean by okay. Am I breathing? Yes. Sorry, Chris Pratt. Not today. That's all right. That ends up rounding out round one. We are moving into the semifinals for tonight's bracket. Getting down to 16. We got to take it all the way down to 8. The semifinals is called the Marquee Mayhem. Now, let me tell you a little bit about that. Marquee Mayhem. The 16 survivors return for round 2. The hype is real and the stakes are higher. Woo! That's right. I had a lot of fun writing this. Okay, we've got Spider-Man from 2002 going up against the Avengers from 2012. 10 years later, was it 10 years worth of expedited superhero-ness? Jesus. Somebody call someone. Somebody call help. Okay. I'm just so excited. I love this so much. Like, so much. Which one of these was a bigger summer blockbuster? It's simple. It's simple for me. I don't know why I was thinking so much about it. I needed to stop thinking about it for the answer to come to me. We got Spider-Man moving on and making it into the finals for tonight's bracket, which honestly, I don't know if I would have predicted that. We got Guardians number 2 going up against Twister. Again, I feel like Twister is a gotta have it when it comes to not like the ice cream size, but it's like a gotta have it when it comes to when you're talking about summer blockbusters. It has to be in the conversation. They both have won once already, but to me, I feel like Twister is more of the quintessential summer blockbuster movie, if that makes sense. I'm not saying it's a better movie. I'm not saying it's a worse movie. I'm not saying it has bigger or better people or writing or anything like that. I just think the spectacle of it sums up what a summer blockbuster is. Coming to a close, and it does look like everybody is sort of, not everybody, but there are most people are on the same side of thinking that I am. We're moving Twisters on. It's going to be making its way into the finals of this bracket, as I feel like it should. We've got The Matrix Reloaded making its way into the bracket again. 2 times we've seen it tonight, going against Top Gun. 2 times we've seen that tonight. Which one of these are we only going to see twice, though? That's what you got to decide. The poll is live now. Make sure you're voting. This is a pretty big one, I think. Top Gun is the winner. We got to mark that up on the bracket. We're going to have to square off a little Star Wars v. Star Wars, and we're going to have to figure out, where does the allegiance lie? We've got episode 1. The Phantom Menace. The force that was the Phantom Menace going up against Revenge of the Sith. Damn, this is tough. We have a 6.5 going against a 7.6. So that makes it pretty obvious which one the masses would say is the better movie, but which was the biggest summer blockbuster? That is what we are trying to decide right here. Wow, this is not what I expected to see coming out of the boat. Revenge of the Sith is moving forward. And here's what I would say. I would say Revenge wasn't as big of a blockbuster as The Phantom Menace was, because that movie was bonkers. People were going crazy about that movie. So while I do think Revenge is the better movie, I don't think it is the bigger summer blockbuster. But that's why we do these. Because I can't make the decisions on my own. I cannot be responsible for these decisions on my own. This one is a big one. You guys know what's coming. The Empire Strikes Back, the ultimate Star Wars movie, some would say, going up against Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the ultimate indie movie, some would say. 8.7, 8.2, 1980, 1989. This is a big one. This is a big one. Best trilogy versus worst trilogy. Oh, now we're throwing insults around in the chat. We're just going full throttle. We have a tie. We have an absolute tie right here, which means we got to run it back. But you guys get to spam it in the poll. Which one? How many points are you willing to wager to see which one of these ends up pulling out the win? That's what we got going on here. We got the poll ready. We got the votes going. Let's see which one of these is going to be the one to take it all. Holy, that was an absolute slaughter. We will move it forward. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm a little afraid about this next one. I am really wanting to see Back to the Future make it all the way. Now, I know somebody's going to have a problem with that, but to those people, I would say, nay, you don't know what good cinema is. We've got Back to the Future 3. If you guys don't know, this is one of the best movies of all time, going against Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, one of the decent movies of all time. We've got a 7.5 out of 10 going against a 7.1 out of 10. I think the masses have spoke. I think that you now need to spoke, but on the right movie only. Pirates won. Pirates crushed it. Pirates absolutely crushed it. So you don't have to worry. We're going to mark the wrong one moving forward. That's fine. If everybody wants to just crush my spirits, well, then that's fine. We'll do that. Did I convey my bitterness well enough? Because I'm in too good of a mood. Top Gun Maverick going against E.T. I'm just moving straight on past that, you know? Screw it. Top Gun Maverick. Huge summer blockbuster. Going against E.T. No idea if this was a summer blockbuster or not. I mean, I know it was, but I don't know the scale of it. I can remember 3 years ago. I don't know 1982. For me, this one's probably going to be easy. Although, going up against Spielberg in the Spielberg prime era, that might actually be a little difficult. But we've got Top Gun moving on. I'm so sorry, E.T. And Spielberg, I don't know if you're going to have anything that goes into the finals. Yeah, right. Let's be real. Spielberg, he's going to have something in the finals. We've got Jurassic Park going against Raiders. This is what I mean. Of course, he's going to have something in the finals. Spielberg is an absolute machine when it comes to putting out movies that are classic summer blockbusters that are loved and beloved by everybody. I mean, it's easy for me, but like I could see this being a really hard decision for some people. My poor Indy, not again. Coming in with 71% of the vote, as it should be, taking its rightful place in the finals. We've got Jurassic Park. So we've got the finals, the Elite Eight. Now, let me tell you, we got to give a round of applause for everybody who came out here and voted. This is actually where the bracket stops for the night. The final 8 rise representing the strongest franchises and fan favorites. Now, these 8 are going to make it into the bracket for week number 3. The final 8 are these films right here. Spider-Man from 2002, Twister from 96, Top Gun from 86, Revenge of the Sith from 2005, Empire Strikes Back from 1980, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End from 2007, Top Gun Maverick from 2022, and Jurassic Park at 1993's release. To me, that's it. That's the winner right there. But that's all I got. I only got the top 8 right now. We're going to have to come back next week to figure out which one of the next rounds are filling out the final bracket. It's going to be so fun. I had such a good time. Let's get another round of applause. Hell of a bracket. Absolute hell of a bracket. 100%. I have so much fun putting these together and doing these. They are a little bit of work, but they are so worth it when we finally do it. I love doing them. I'm so glad that you guys like them. If you know anybody else who likes movies and might actually be interested in this, or maybe just like stirring up a little controversy and betting on the wrong horse, bring them in. Let them know about it. Share it on the Facebooks or in the Discords or wherever you want to share it. And let's get some more people in here and do this. I hope that you guys had a great time with it. I thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you so much. And I need you to appreciate yourself. Please remember to eat well, sleep well, and continue to be the amazing human that you are. And I will catch you on the next one.